a match filled with high-octane action and dramatic reversals. The atmosphere in the arena was electric as the WWE Women's title match between Trish Stratus and Mickie James was about to get underway. The two athletes locked up in the center of the ring, ready to give the audience a match to remember. However, before the match could truly find its stride, an unexpected interruption brought everything to a screeching halt. Edge, accompanied by Lita, made a dramatic entrance, demanding that the match, and indeed, the entire show, be stopped immediately.
I am taking over Raw!
Proclaiming himself the reigning champion, Edge voiced his frustration over being sidelined and overlooked.
And I am sick of getting no respect around here!
Declaring the ongoing match null and void. Lita, echoing Edge's sentiments, lambasted Trish with harsh words.
No talent left!
Setting off a physical altercation between the two women. As the brawl escalated, Edge intervened. This, however, led to Lita delivering a spear to Trish, further escalating the chaos in the ring. Just when it seemed that Trish was at a disadvantage, Carlito rushed to the ring, intent on making the save. His efforts were initially successful, as he managed to clear the ring of Edge and Lita, as Edge quickly retaliated with a devastating spear, leaving Carlito incapacitated in the ring. On Raw, the atmosphere was electric as Torrie Wilson took her place in the ring, assuming the role of special guest referee for the upcoming tag team match. The audience's anticipation reached a fever pitch as Trish Stratus and Candice made their spirited entrance, ready to square off against the formidable duo of Mickie James and Victoria. The match ignited with Candice and Victoria at the forefront, their initial lockup quickly escalating as Victoria resorted to pulling Candice's hair to gain the upper hand. Undeterred, Candice skillfully countered with a waistlock followed by a fireman's carry takeover. She continued to dominate the early exchange, focusing on Victoria's arm with relentless precision, employing another fireman's carry and a knee drop to weaken her opponent. However, Victoria seized an opening, breaking free and retaliating with a knee to Candice's face before dragging her to the corner to tag in Mickie James, who entered the fray with a double axe handle from the top rope. Mickie James maintained the pressure, but Candice's resilience shone through as she attempted to fight back. Mickie's aggression escalated, pulling Candice down by her hair and executing a slam for a near fall. An attempted cheap shot at Trish Stratus backfired, leading to a chaotic sequence where Victoria found herself inadvertently crotched on the top rope. This allowed Trish to tag in, unleashing a flurry of offense that included the Stratosphere on Victoria and an innovative double head scissors on both Mickie and Victoria. With Victoria momentarily neutralized outside the ring, Trish turned her focus to Mickie, delivering a series of chops. Mickie managed to counter with a reverse elbow and attempted her signature Mickie Kanrana, but Trish expertly countered into a powerbomb. A desperate eye rake from Mickie was followed by a knee strike, but interference from Torrie Wilson gave Trish the opening to execute a Stratusfaction. Victoria's last-ditch effort to intervene was thwarted by Candice's timely dropkick, ensuring her team's triumphant win. The upcoming match featured Trish Stratus and Torrie Wilson facing off against Victoria and Mickie James, with Candice serving as the special guest referee. The action kicked off with Torrie and Mickie, with Torrie executing a go-behind, followed by a body slam. Victoria's interference brought Trish into the mix, distracting Candice and allowing Mickie to take control. Victoria tagged in, delivering kicks to Torrie and slamming her head into the mat. Victoria executed a scoop slam and stood on Torrie's midsection. Attempting a standing moonsault, Victoria fell victim to Torrie's well-timed knee defense. Trish tagged in, launching a flurry of forearms and chops at Victoria. Victoria and Mickie attempted a double team, but Trish countered with a fist press on Victoria, adding chaos to the match. Trish executed a modified Stratusfaction and went for the Stratosphere in the corner on Victoria, but Mickie intervened. Candice took matters into her own hands, neutralizing Mickie. With the distraction cleared, Trish nailed the Stratusfaction on Victoria, securing the victory. The match kicked off with Johnny Nitro and Carlito as the initial competitors. Nitro played mind games, feigning a lockup before swiftly tagging in his partner, Melina. Trish entered the fray for her team, engaging in a lockup with Melina. However, Melina gained the early advantage with a well-placed boot. Trish retaliated with a barrage of forearms, but Nitro intervened with a reversal and trip, temporarily halting Trish's momentum. Seizing the opportunity, Melina capitalized on the distraction, assaulting Trish and resorting to a thumb to the eye. Trish, undeterred, fought back with more forearms and chops, even resorting to a unique tactic where Carlito licked her hand before she delivered a sharp chop to Melina. The match intensified as Melina executed a flying hair takedown on Trish. With the action heating up, Nitro re-entered the match to face Carlito. Carlito showcased his skills with a series of lefts and a well-executed dropkick to Nitro. A wheelbarrow attempt by Nitro was expertly countered by Carlito into a German suplex. Meanwhile, Trish and Melina continued their fierce exchange on the outside. Back in the ring, Nitro fell victim to Carlito's devastating lung blower, and with Trish covering Melina on the outside, Carlito secured the pinfall victory for their team. The atmosphere in the arena reached a fever pitch as the iconic entrance music of Trish Stratus reverberated through the venue, signaling her much-anticipated return to the squared circle. Tonight was no ordinary night for Trish. It was her golden opportunity to vie for the prestigious Women's Championship, currently held by the formidable Mickie James. As the bell rang, the two competitors, Trish and Mickie, engaged in a fierce lockup. Trish swiftly executed a hammerlock, seamlessly transitioning into a side headlock. Mickie, however, managed to reverse the hold, only to find herself forcefully shoved into the corner by Trish, who then capitalized with a skillful roll-up for a near fall. Unyielding, Trish followed up with a fess press, delivering a barrage of mounted punches, seamlessly transitioning into a series of clotheslines and a perfectly executed dropkick. The action intensified as Trish unleashed a spinebuster, earning a close 2 count. Mickie retaliated with a sharp kick to the shoulder, setting the stage for a back-and-forth exchange. Trish showcased her agility with a Hurricane Rana, securing another 2 count, but Mickie retaliated with a devastating superkick to the face. A low dropkick from Mickie added further drama, and she strategically targeted Trish's shoulder, relentlessly working it over in the ropes. Despite Trish's valiant efforts to fight back, Mickie seized the moment, executing a flawless DDT that led to her retaining the Women's Championship. Person tag team match, Edge, Randy Orton, and Lita versus John Cena, Carlito, and Trish Stratus. The match began with Randy Orton and Cena squaring off. Orton got the early advantage, but Cena quickly countered with the throwback for a near fall. Carlito tagged in to go after Orton, leading to a fast-paced slugfest. Orton, using his cunning, thumbed Carlito's eye and tagged in Edge. Carlito responded with a dropkick. Cena tagged back in, causing Edge to retreat and tag in Lita. Trish Stratus eagerly tagged in and immediately went after Lita, pounding her down in the corner. Lita countered with a clothesline, but Trish quickly turned it around with a schoolgirl pin for a 2 count. Trish then slapped Orton, provoking him to enter the ring, which led to all the faces piling in and scaring off the heels. We returned to find Lita chinlocking Trish. Trish managed to hit a nice neckbreaker and tagged in Carlito. Carlito and Orton resumed their battle, with Carlito hitting a Mr. Wrestling 2 knee lift and a springboard back elbow. Carlito's momentum was cut short when Orton threw him out of the ring, allowing Edge and Lita to attack him. Edge then entered the ring, doing jumping jacks to taunt Cena. Edge hit a great standing dropkick and a corner spear, and Orton came in to boot Carlito in the ribs. Cena, frustrated, tried to help but ended up distracting the referee, allowing the heels to triple team Carlito. Despite this, Carlito mounted a brief comeback, only to be booted by Edge and clotheslined for another near fall. Lita tagged in to give Carlito a few kicks, but it didn't last long. Orton resumed the beating, using the ropes for leverage as Edge choked Carlito. Cena was visibly upset, not appreciating the underhanded tactics. Carlito fought back with an enzouajiri on Orton, setting up a hot tag opportunity. However, Edge pulled Cena off the apron, preventing the tag. Trish tagged in instead and took Lita down. The match broke down into chaos as everyone brawled around the ring. Lita hit a snap suplex on Trish, but Trish countered with the Stratosphere. She prepared for the chick kick, but Orton intercepted with an RKO, leaving Trish prone for Lita to pin her. Trish Stratus goes one-on with fiery Melina. The match kicks off with a lockup, and Melina forcefully shoves Trish Stratus aside. They engage in another lockup, but this time Trish gains the upper hand. Melina attempts to escape, but Trish grabs her by the hair. Melina counters with a strike and throws Trish to the floor. Seizing the opportunity, Trish pulls Melina to the outside. However, Johnny Nitro's interference distracts Trish, allowing Melina to launch a beatdown on her outside the ring. As the action returns to the ring, Melina executes a dropkick for a near fall. She follows up with a rear choke and delivers some hard cross faces. Trish battles out of the choke, but Melina transitions to a front face lock. Trish manages to counter a suplex attempt, scoring a near fall. Melina responds with kicks and works the back of Trish in the corner. Climbing to the second rope, Melina attempts a move, but Trish interrupts with a well-timed strike. Trish goes for the handstand Rana, showcasing her agility. Trish continues her offense with forearms, a corner clothesline, and chops. She executes a handstand into a whirly head scissors, impressing the crowd. A spine buster by Trish earns her a 2 count. As she sets up for the Stratusfaction, Trish retaliates by striking Nitro, but Melina seizes the opportunity to roll up Trish, grabbing the tights for leverage and securing the victory. Following the match, Johnny Nitro and Melina launch a post-match attack on Trish, but the situation takes a turn as Carlito rushes to the rescue. Carlito unleashes a double fez press alongside Trish, Trish, and they follow up with a double dropkick, sending Nitro and Melina fleeing from the scene. Trish and Carlito versus Edge and Lita. The tension was palpable as Carlito and Edge kicked off the match, their animosity fueling a fierce exchange of blows that quickly escalated to a brawl. Carlito unleashed a series of lefts, but Edge retaliated with a boot, momentarily gaining the upper hand. Going for a cover that Edge narrowly escaped, the battle intensified as Edge, brimming with aggression, laid into Carlito with boots and slaps, showcasing his dominance with a perfectly timed standing dropkick that again brought him close to victory. The momentum shifted as Carlito, fueled by determination, fought back, delivering a sequence of moves culminating in a clothesline that electrified the crowd. The match took a turn as Lita and Trish were tagged in, with Trish immediately taking the offensive with a thus press, unleashing a barrage of rights, knees, and forearms on Lita. The intensity between the two women mirrored that of their partners, with Trish dominating early until Lita managed to turn the tide with an elbow and a high-risk second rope clothesline, nearly securing the win. Lita, seizing control, subjected Trish to a grueling rear headlock, but Trish's resilience shone through as she fought her way out, only to be taken down again. The battle between them was a testament to their rivalry, with each woman pushing the other to their limits. As the match progressed, the teamwork between Carlito and Trish became evident. Their synchronized double dropkick sending their opponents reeling and providing a moment of triumph before the commercial break. Upon return, the scene had shifted dramatically, with Edge now firmly in control over Carlito. The back and forth between them was a masterclass in technical and high-flying maneuvers, with Carlito's moonsault flip further tipping the scales in their favor. As the match reached its climax, the women were once again tagged in, with Trish mounting a spirited comeback, her chops and dropkicks a testament to her fighting spirit. However, the match's turning point came when Edge's intervention allowed Lita to gain the upper hand, leading to a series of high-stakes maneuvers that left the audience on the edge of their seats. The culmination of their efforts was a heart-stopping moment when Edge delivered a devastating spear to Trish, a move that seemed to spell the end for her. In the end, despite Carlito's best efforts to even the odds, Lita managed to secure the pin, granting victory to her and Edge. The aftermath saw Carlito tending to Trish. Stratus's last match on Raw before her retirement at Unforgiven was against Mickie James. The match began with Trish gaining control with a headlock, followed by a thus press with a flurry of fists. Mickie attempted to turn the tide by mounting the ropes, but Trish intercepted her with the Mickie Rana. A double clothesline spot left both competitors down, setting the stage for a dramatic moment. Mickie once again ascended the turnbuckle, but this time, Trish anticipated her move. Trish then unleashed a series of elbows and executed a wind-up head scissors. However, Mickie managed to dodge the chick kick and rolled up Trish for a close 2 count. As the match neared its climax, Lita made a sudden appearance at ringside. Seizing the moment, Trish used Stratusfaction to not only knock Lita off the apron but also secure the pinfall victory over Mickie James. Trish emerged triumphant. In a post-match moment filled with emotion, Trish hugged Mickie, visibly moved by the significance of the occasion. Taking the microphone, Trish expressed her gratitude to the fans for joining her on her amazing, awesome ride, concluding with a heartfelt
"Thank you for coming"
everyone who had supported her throughout her career. And with that, Trish bid farewell to the Raw audience, leaving behind a legacy that would be cherished by fans for years to come.
Thank you.
The match between Trish Stratus and Victoria was a showcase of resilience, agility, and the fierce rivalry that existed between these two iconic women wrestlers. From the opening bell, the intensity was palpable as Victoria launched an assault with a powerful forearm. Trish, not one to be outdone, swiftly countered, propelling Victoria into the corner in a precision dropkick that sent Victoria tumbling. Trish executed a daring Luthes press from the apron, grounding Victoria with a flurry of punches that showcased her aggressive side. The action quickly returned to the ring, where Trish continued her offensive with a solid clothesline, securing a near fall. As she swiftly transitioned into a roll-up, Trish aimed to deliver her signature move, Stratusfaction. However, Victoria, ever the crafty competitor, countered with a devastating backbreaker. Victoria sought to maintain her advantage by targeting Trish's head with ruthless strikes that saw Trish's face driven into the mat. Victoria's attempt to further incapacitate Trish with another backbreaker was brilliantly countered by Trish. The match continued with both athletes trading blows, each determined to emerge victorious. Victoria's attempt to ascend the turnbuckles was met with resistance from Trish before executing an impressive Rana, further demonstrating her aerial prowess. The in-game approached as Victoria, seemingly in control, attempted to finish Trish with the dreaded Widow's Peak. Trish managed to block the move and, seizing the moment, connected with Stratusfaction. The impact was enough to secure the 3 count, earning Trish Stratus a hard-fought victory in a match that was as much a testament their rivalry. Women's Championship match, Trish Stratus versus Lita. Lita made her entrance first, met with a chorus of boos. The fans were already chanting "Thank you Trish" even before Trish Stratus came out. When Trish's music hit, the crowd erupted with a huge pop. Jim Ross noted that Trish and the Fabulous Moolah were tied with 6 title reigns each, and a win tonight could make Trish the only woman to hold the title 7 times. As the bell rang, Trish and and Lita locked up, with Trish backing Lita into the ropes and breaking clean. Lita responded with a shove, but Trish quickly took her down with a clothesline for an early 2 count. Trish followed up with a handstand into a spinning head scissors, sending Lita to the floor. Trish capitalized by hitting a thus press off the ring apron onto Lita. The battle continued outside the ring, with Trish giving Lita a handstand into a Rana on the floor. Back inside, Trish pummeled Lita near the bottom rope, but Lita retaliated by ramming Trish's face into the mat repeatedly. Lita choked Trish on the bottom rope, then snapmared her and applied a sleeper hold. Trish fought out with some elbows, but Lita yanked her down by the hair. Lita rammed Trish's head into the turnbuckles and kicked her in the gut repeatedly. Trish reversed the position, choking Lita with her boot, and then unleashed a series of chops, licking her hand before the final one. Trish hit a stinger splash, but Lita countered with an elbow. Lita climbed the ropes, and Trish attempted a handstand Rana, but Lita caught her, leading to a slugfest on the top rope. Both women tumbled to the floor. Back in the ring, Lita tried for a moonsault, but Trish moved out of the way, causing Lita to crash to the mat. Trish then went for Stratusfaction, but Lita threw her over the top rope. Lita dragged Trish back into the ring for another 2 count. Growing frustrated, she hit Trish with a series of kicks and a knee to the gut, followed by a suplex for another near fall. Lita, trash-talking and slapping Trish, applied another sleeper hold. Trish fought up and hit a neckbreaker. Both women were slow to get up, leading to an exchange of punches. Trish finally caught Lita with the handstand Rana out of the corner and followed up with the chick kick, but Lita kicked out at 2. Lita raked Trish's eyes and attempted the twist of fate, but Trish reversed it into Stratusfaction. Mid-move, Trish shifted into a sunset flip. Trish rolled through and ended up on her feet, holding Lita's legs, then applied the sharpshooter. The crowd erupted in the loudest pop of the night. Lita struggled but eventually tapped out, giving Trish the victory and her 7th Women's Championship. Post-match, Trish celebrated her victory by standing in all 4 corners. She pointed at Lillian Garcia, who pointed back, visibly emotional. The crowd continued to cheer as Trish soaked in the moment, then bowed in the center of the ring for one last time, for now.